This will be a productive partnership.
Swift and merciful.
Transfixed.
Curb your fury.
Strike a pose. Overruled. Witness my rise. The show begins. Transfixed.
A touch of frost.
Overruled.
Swift and merciful. A touch of frost. Spirit blade. Attack. Force my blade.
Laid bare.
A touch of frost.
Laid bare.
Force my blade. from whence you came! A touch of frost! But how?
Transfixed.
One with my blade!
Paradigm shift. Overruled.
Fourth, my blade!
Transfixed. May I
One with my blade! Spirit blade! Attack! I cannot underestimate my enemy. A touch of frost!
everlasting as the moon. Overruled.
Swift and merciful! Submit for judgment! But how?
Laid bare.
Oh, brilliant!
A touch of frost!
Merciless.
and merciful. From whence you came.
This is where you
Transfixed.
Ad Astra. Thank you for complete.
A touch of frost.
Merciless into the void. Shower me with praise! Ah! Fearless. Paimon feels like a whole new Paimon after those 2 days in the hot springs. The Abyss kinda threw a wrench in our relaxation, though. Still, spending time here really has felt like a vacation. The Kaholosaurs are so nice and so fun to play with. Their bellies are super bouncy. Oh, and Atea's snacks were so delicious. She kept yelling at some kids who got caught throwing stones in the hot springs, so not much has changed since we first met her.
Hey, you guys. Sleep well last night?
Yep, this area is so nice.
Glad you like it. I was thinking of taking you guys out to do some sea fishing. Later tonight, we can eat whatever we catch. Fresh fish is absolutely delicious right off the grill.
Hey, Mualani!
Yeah? What do you need?
The team sent out to fight in the Night Warden Wars has returned.
And Kachina? Is she back as well?
Kachina fell in battle. But don't worry, the team was victorious, so the Rite of Resurrection will be held in the stadium soon.
That's a relief. The Abyss is cunning, and it was her—
Exactly. She deserves to hold her head up high.
All right, thanks for letting me know. We'll head out in a bit. Jeez, she sounded a little anxious there. Had me thinking it was bad.
Mualani, you said the Abyss was cunning just now, but it seems like think about all those monsters that attacked your tribe. If there really was some sort of cunning plan, wouldn't it make, not that Paimon wants—
Relax, I get it. The Abyss, at a glance, it certainly seems like the only goal is total destruction. The Abyss isn't a living entity after all, so what capacity for logic or planning could it possibly— But through our long history of fighting the Abyss, we've realized things aren't quite so simple. 500 years ago, the Abyss invaded Tevat. You know, that's right. Conria suffered greatly during that time. But so did every other nation in Tevat, and Natlan was the worst affected of all. It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro Archon and heroes from every tribe to— Even so, the effects of the invasion lingered for hundreds of years. Only our tribe's waters were contaminated. The Children of Echo's territory was overrun by dangerous sludge surging from underground. Unrelenting black winds tore across the lands of the Flower Feather clan. It was like each disaster was designed for a specific tribe. Exactly. We once thought that the Abyss's desire for destruction was a sort of primal instinct, but its methods are, in truth, marked by intelligence. We now believe the Abyss has invaded the Night Kingdom, and has the capacity to read the memories of this land at any given moment.
And that's how it became so dangerous and cunning. Almost like it knows you inside and—
Yes, and that's why we've been unable to fully eradicate it. Luckily, the problems left behind by the Abyss have been successfully addressed by the various Pyro Archons. Now every tribe is prospering and things are looking up. I mean, just look at what we managed to do a few days ago. We totally fought them off.
You must have had to sacrifice a lot to get to this point.
Every battle, every sacrifice is in pursuit of a future where we get to stop fighting. Responsibility, duty, unavoidable burden. But I believe we will be rid of the Abyss one day, and the efforts of all who fought against them will become a story for the ages. To think that my name could survive in ballads passed down to future generations, it's kind of romantic. Everyone has something that drives them forward, you know? Be my guest. Anyway, let's head to the stadium. Our fishing trip can wait until Kachina's back. The sea's not going anywhere. No one's gonna miss out on the chance to welcome our heroes back from... Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who likes being the center.
Looks like I'm just in time.
Kanich, you're here!
Yeah, a commission ran longer than expected, but I made it. I heard about the incident with your tribe, Mualani.
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new friend here's got some tricks up his sleeve, by the way. He's just as strong as Kachina made him out to be.
Hey, look! Is it about to start?
That's right. Someone will come out and recite a eulogy, and then we'll sing the Ode of Resurrection together. Come on, let's find a spot with a good view. When the singing starts, just follow my lead and you'll be fine. Let's go somewhere higher up so Kachina can spot us.
Warriors of Natlan, heed the call of life. We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
I could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom, or locate her ancient...
What?
What?
Usually, once the ode is complete, the Pyro Archon and resurrected person will emerge.
What's going on?
This has never happened.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team sent to think about it. The ode rekindles all victors. We witnessed it. Since the Archon couldn't find Kachina in the Night Kingdom, that must mean there's more to this victory.
Hey! You just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat you in the...
Pathetic.
Your wild guesses are misplaced.
Maybe you did, but who's to say whether that little girl even contributed at all? Maybe she got... Why would the YUB recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team?
How dare you insult a hero of Natlan? Kachina sacrificed herself to repel the Abyss! She doesn't deserve to be subjected to your
Calm down, Mualani. There's no...
I can't just sit here and let them slander her like that.
To insult a hero of Natlan, the person actually has to be a hero.
You...
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really at fault here? Or the great Pyro Archon? Why would the rules of our nation suddenly...
It's true. If she wasn't revived, it must mean she failed to achieve... Maybe the YUB interpret victory in different ways?
I mean, that girl didn't look all...
Kachina wouldn't have run! That's not what...
No! She's been waiting for this moment no matter how daunting the situation. No matter how scared she might feel. She's always the... We don't even know what happened. So don't you dare try to use this as an
Fine. We'll find out what happens soon enough.
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. However, the failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. Kachina has not been rekindled, and I offer to prevent further casualties. I have decided to suspend the pilgrimage until this
What?
No one is all-knowing. No one is infallible, but doubt is a means by which we seek the truth. Not a... If there are things you wish to clarify, then ask me directly. Doubt my answer if you wish, but now's your chance.
No,
Even though I have said nothing to change your mind, then it would...
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the Pyro Archon's question.
I have a question, Archon. My friend Kachina. Do you have... I know you said you were investigating the situation, but...
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and rest... So...
Of course I'll join.
In that case, come see me in the speakers...
We should join them.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, could you drop by as well, Traveler? I'd like to have a chat. Rest assured, everyone, I'll keep the tribal chiefs informed on the... Once again, I apologize for the outcome of this ceremony.
Did she just ask?
I believe she did. Let's go.
The situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. Kachina is undoubtedly a hero of Natlan, and I'm deeply sorry this happened to her. There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom, but I don't know what's causing it. As a result, I've been unable to track down her location. Until we find and address the cause of the unrest, the Ode of Resurrection will continue to be ineffective.
And that means Kachina won't be able to come back.
That's correct. Not until the problem with the night...
How long will that take?
It's hard to say.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss. She wasn't afraid of death because she knew, if it came down to it, the Pyro, whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training, she would always hum the ode. She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share her joy. We supported her every step of the way. Sit peacefully and wait for her return?
That's not fair, Mualani.
It's all right. I understand your rage and your... Believe me, I want to bring her back as soon as possible. But please, hear what I have to say so I can at least give you a broader picture of the issue we are considering. The recent attack on your tribe. I believe the Abyss has found a new means of
You mean...
the Sacred Flame. The foundation of our resistance against the... If we continue to hold the pilgrimage and send teams to fight the... But if we stop altogether, the Sacred Flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will scale up their attacks, and the tragedy we...
If we compare the two choices, the former seems to be the lesser of two evils. Sorry, I know that may sound harsh, but I bear the name Malipo. Weighing the raw truth can be cruel, but we need to understand it.
But what would you say, Mualani? This is personal for you, and unlike Kanich, I dare say it's not a simple case of weighing up which course of action is less
No. I can't choose between them, and I don't want to.
You're saying it doesn't matter whether I
Yes. What happened to Kachina breaks my heart.
And that is the crux of the problem. Either way, once doubt has crept in, the people will... Their ultimate goal isn't to break the rules that make the Ode of Resurrection work. To prevent what happened to Kachina from happening to anyone else, we need to suspend the pilgrimage. So that is my current plan. Then, we have to find another way of strengthening the Sacred Flame to keep the Abyss at... I understand your anger, Mualani.
Wow. Hyman thought things were gonna get heated for a second, but the Pyro Archon...
I owe you an apology, Archon. I let myself...
We could always hold the pilgrimage without sending a team to fight in the Night Warden Wars. That way, we would...
I've considered that, but the two events have nearly always been linked. Without the chance to fight the Abyss, pilgrimage rankings lose their prestige, and competitor numbers will drop. With fewer participants, the amount of contending fire produced will decrease, and the vicious cycle will continue indefinitely.
So, essentially, the Abyss has taken Kachina hostage.
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during your travels, yes? The Night Kingdom is something similar. Staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the person. But with the Abyss in the picture, it's a different story. Your sense of self will be devoured until eventually you become one with the sea of souls. Imagine pouring a cup of water into a rushing river. You can try to scoop up another cup, but there's no chance it will be the same water you had before. I won't sugarcoat it. That is the danger Kachina is currently—
Just like you said, Archon. Both of these you can focus all your efforts on dealing with the Sacred Flame.
The Abyss poses the same threat to you as it does to her. It is very possible you will—
Kachina's waiting for us to rescue her.
I failed to protect her during our campaign, but I can make it up to her.
Traveler? What do you think?
Understood. Then I'll support you, and the Masters of the Nightwind have a technique that can extract an ancient name. If we can find Kachina's ancient name, I can use the link between— Then comes the hard part. You need to visit the Night Kingdom.
But isn't the Night Kingdom a land of
Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But however, know that the Night Kingdom will attempt to repel you, and the Abyss certainly won't leave you be.
That's fine by me.
Same here. Fighting the Abyss is nothing new for me.
So, Paimon's the only one who's scared?
Citlali of the Masters of the Nightwind once created an artifact that can be used to communicate with the Wyab. It was originally used as a ceremonial artifact wielded by the tribal chiefs. But that spiritual quality—
That was the artifact I delivered to the Scions of the Canopy a few days ago. Didn't think I'd be hearing a—
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Your thanks are unnecessary. I will offer you whatever aid I can, but your fellowship and Besides, you're the ones helping me. I can only focus on— Traveler, I certainly didn't expect I've heard all about your accomplishments. Ever since you arrived, I've been hoping to meet you and offer you Natlan's— Why? Is that not what happened in the other nations you visited?
Yeah, things were pretty complicated at the start. And, in the middle. But our reputation—
That's more like it. After all, I've heard you're someone who transcends fate. Perhaps even more than you can imagine. But ideally, this would be the perfect night for a drink and some musical ambiance. But there are important things to—
Oh, I almost forgot. Atea was wounded in the fight against the Abyss. She wanted us to give this to you. It embodies fond memories and my strength of will. That's what she asked us to tell—
I didn't think this day would come so soon. The flames of her life force. If things were different, the two of us could have enjoyed the hot springs together while she gave this to me in person. We're supposed to be hot spring buddies after all. But don't worry. This talisman means a great deal to me. I'll take good care of it. And what—
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of contending fire, but that's—
You're right. Even now, the production of contending fire is far from sufficient. The gradual corrosion caused by the Abyss has resulted in a massive short as things stand. The pilgrimage is a lost cause. Suspending it allows us to save our strength. The Abyss has brought catastrophe to Natlan, and Kachina's disappearance in the Night Kingdom is a direct consequence of that.
We can't let the general public know that.
No. If the public learned that Natlan's destruction was close at hand, there would be immense panic. But if I said nothing at all, they would have continued to question the integrity of Natlan's heroes.
Another simple choice. The latter was clearly the better solution, but you chose otherwise.
I have never subscribed to the belief that the right choice is the one with the fewest sacrifices. Let's go. There's still a way for the sacred flame to last a little longer.
You mean?
Yes. The sacred flame must never go out. Not only does it strike fear in the abyss, but it's also the pillar of Natlan's stability. So until our heroes are ready, I will sacrifice my power to keep it burning.
But that can only last so long.
Don't let desperation cloud your Those chosen by the Wyab have already embarked on their destined path. It is for them to decide how that journey. All we can do is support.
Even so, for you to make this sacrifice.
If not me, then who? No other is capable of sustaining this. I possess great strength, but I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
Archon, it's the Fatui!
The Archon of Natlan. A force to be reckoned with. The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin. And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good. People like us. Let our blades do the talking! Masters of the Night Wind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended.
Are you alright, Ark?
He was a formidable opponent, Exactly what I would expect from the first of the Fatui Harbingers.
I never imagined someone could match you if the Tsaritsa sent him here. Why would he bring up what happened 5 centuries?
Yeah. And how much does he...
The Harbingers are all driven by their own personal goals. The only purpose that unites them is collecting, but I'm sure the captain has his own reasons for being here as well.
Whatever his motive, we should shift our focus to the Fatui. If they attack again...
No. We're running out of time. The wound I inflicted should hold him back and weaken him. Besides, I'm sure you noticed. The power that came to his rescue just now came from the Masters of the Night.
In other words, there are traitors among...
Not necessarily. This could prove to be a very valuable turn of event. When we exchanged final blows, I sensed an unusual presence within him. I'll need to Kinich, go to the Masters of the Night Wind and look into who could have aided the captain. Speak to Sitlali. She should know.
Of course. I'll head out right now.
Yes. Natlan's strength has never rested so... Together we foresaw the only path that leads to our nation's future. We...
Is everything okay,
Completely fine. Just lamenting the fact that I never got a picture when I could still turn my hair into flames. I just hope the others have a safe journey.
What's happening at the stadium? Did something explode?
It feels like the Archon unleashed her power. She must be fighting a formidable opponent.
Should we go back and check what's going on?
Have faith in the Archon. She wouldn't lose in a one-on-one confrontation.
Once we find Kachina's ancient name, we'll head right back.
Okay, let's just keep climbing. Emon really hopes nothing goes wrong. What can you tell us about the scions of the canopy?
The tribespeople are very adventurous.
Oh, kinda like us then.
I'm not so sure. You don't strike me as the type to enjoy danger. The Scions of the Canopy are a bunch of thrill seekers. They love extreme sports like rock climbing, rappelling, volcano parkour, or even bungee jumping without a rope while a Yunkasaur stands at the edge and uses its tongue to catch them. Sound like something you'd be interested in?
Okay, that does sound different from our usual. Paimon's not doing any of that. She can just cheer you on from the sidelines.
That's Wyna, the tribal chief. Let's head over to him.
Chaska.
Nice to see you again. I'm afraid we don't have time for pleasantries, so I'll get right to it. We're here for the...
Whoa, hold on a second. At least tell me...
My friend Kachina is trapped within the Night Kingdom. We need the stone to...
Rescue her? From the Night Kingdom?
That's right.
I'm sorry, but someone needs to tell you what you don't want to hear. Going there. A mature warrior would never make the nature of battle is unpredictable. You never know how it's going to end.
I appreciate what you're trying to say, Chief Wyna. But if the price of maturity is abandoning a friend in need, I'll choose foolishness any day.
I thought you might say that.
Is something wrong, Wyna? This life isn't complete without taking risks. That's always been your...
It's nothing. The Night Kingdom is a dangerous place. If you're that determined, far be it...
Thank you.
Huh. Seems like you two go way back.
Oh, Chaska's a peacemaker, so she's famous throughout the tribes. She's always the one people call to resolve conflicts, so we slowly got to know each other.
Her younger sister Quichi's always hanging around our tribe, too.
Oh, you have a younger sister?
Yes, I'll introduce, but let's get back to business. Wyna.
As you probably know, your intended destination is completely different from the real world. The Night Kingdom is like a river flowing with concepts, and the ancient name you seek is like a tiny fish swimming. In that sense, the stone is like a fishing boat drifting down the river, but the boat alone isn't enough. You need a fisherman experienced enough to steer it in the right direction.
We couldn't do that ourselves?
With a little practice, I'm sure you could. You have the strength and the talent. If you want to make sure...
Who?
Vichama, a legendary warrior, and he's got a keen eye and a well-honed intuition. Even his ancient name means to seek. If you're fishing for a name, you're gonna...
Vichama? Why does that name sound...
He's one of Auntie Atea's hot spring buddies. I've heard stories about... Where can we find him?
Ever since Malko passed, he spends most of his time gazing out at the scenery from the cliff tops.
Thank you. We'll go look for him there.
Good luck.
Fearless.
Someone admiring the scenery. Hello there, are you Vichama?
That's me. Did you need something? What? You're saying you can bring someone back from the Night Kingdom? No. If you really think about it, anything's possible in that kind of place. But that would mean...
Are you okay?
Everything's fine. I'll help you. But I do have a after I help you find Kachina's ancient name, I want to use...
Your friend? Oh, why not mention someone named Malko?
Yes, but I'd rather not get into it if it's all the same to you.
That's not a problem. We agree to you.
Yeah. Since you're helping us find Kachina's ancient name, it's only right that we return the favor.
Then we're agreed. Can I have a look at the stone? I see. From what I can tell, it functions almost like an abyssal pylon. Both connect the Night Kingdom to the living world. Once the connection is established, the abyss will come surging through the opening like a predator honing in on the scent of blood. So we have to be sure not to use it in a tribal settlement.
Wow, you got all that just from looking at it?
I just picked up on the basics, really. I still have no idea why it works. You said someone named Lali invented this. They must be a genius. I'll go find an open area and start setting things up. In the meantime...
We'll go right away. What do you need?
First, I'll need some hook ropes. Pretty much every store around here carries them, so no need to go anywhere special. Oh, and I need to build a net out of them, so make sure...
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a real net to catch Kachina's ancient name? How does that...
By creating something tangible in our world, like a net, we can create a connection to a corresponding concept in the Night Kingdom. Basically, I'm going to use the concept of a net to catch something equally intangible, an ancient name.
Oh, I see. What about the second thing you needed?
Right. I need two chunks of obsidian. Once we bring the ancient names into our world, we'll need a place to store them. Normally, you can only get obsidian from the Children of Echoes, but I heard there's a traveling merchant from that tribe around here somewhere, so maybe you can try your luck there.
Gotcha!
Alright, let's split up. See that clearing? Let's meet over there when you're done. Oh, and you can send someone with me if you want. In case you're worried I might take the stone for myself.
What do you think, Chaska?
There's no need. Lena spoke highly.
I appreciate it, even though that doesn't mean much to me anymore. Anyway, it'll take some time to set everything up, so...
What an odd guy. He seems so defeated, but also really invested in the stone at the same time.
I don't have any more insight than you, Paimon. Let's just hang on, Kachina. We're coming for you.
As in rock climbing equipment?
Yes. How much?
Oh, the whole thing? Let me see.
Deal.
Wait.
What, you want me to drive down the price? We just need these as fat.
Oh, no problem at all. I'll even pass along some information on the house. These ropes are usually used by rock climbing enthusiasts. All right.
Now we need the obsidian. Let's go talk to...
Excuse me, do you sell obsidian?
Why, yes. I've got a chunk.
Perfect. Is that the only one, though?
That might be tough. Tell you what, I'll take a look through these
Thank you so much.
Relax. Everything...
I know, it's just... I could tell Vichama feels the same way about his friend. Kachina always carries all sorts of shiny stones with her. If I was the one trapped in the Night Kingdom, she'd have a whole pile of obsidian.
Well, would you look at that? I did bring an extra. Here you go, young lady.
Perfect! Thank you.
If you hadn't shown up, these stones would have just sat here collecting dust. Well, here you go. By the way, I heard you mention Vichama just now. How's he doing? Malco's been gone for 5 years.
Do you know what happened between them?
I heard about it in passing while I was out drinking one night, but I don't know all the details. Vichama and Malco was an amazing fighter, capable of knocking out multiple opponents in a single hit, while Vichama excelled at scouting and analyzing the battlefield. 5 years ago, they both emerged triumphant in the pilgrimage and were placed on the same team to fight the Abyss. But on the eve of battle, the Abyss launched an attack on their tribe, and Bichama suffered an injury to his...
Then what happened?
The team agreed that he couldn't fight the Abyss, and his Bichama didn't argue. He knew going to the front lines with an injured leg would make him a burden in battle. So they raised... It's just... Melko and the others ended up facing hordes of abyssal monsters in numbers that far exceeded anyone's expectations. The team at Bichama went into a deep depression after that. He blames himself for everything. Oh, you're not wrong. But it's possible he chooses to blame himself. I've tried convincing him to move forward. The Abyss has caused so much suffering. Anyway, that's the gist of it. Maybe you could help...
Did you get everything?
Yep, it's all here.
I've made all the necessary adjustments, so we're good to go. As agreed, I'll help you find Kachina's ancient name, and then go ahead. After Malko fell, I scoured the battlefield to see what happened. It turned out he wasn't bested by some impossibly powerful foe. He was dragged to his grave by the sheer... If I had been there, I would have been able to sense the danger. I could have... I've always blamed myself for what happened. But when you told me about Kachina, I realized there's a chance Malcolm...
But that happened several years ago. The Pyro Archon said all life within the Night Kingdom eventually becomes...
There might not be much hope, but I still have to try. Malko and I promised each other, even if we never manage to root out the Abyss for good. All right, let's get to it. I'll start searching for the conceptualized version of Kachina's ancient name. If you see any fragments scattered around the area, please... Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom. The Abyss will likely emerge in response.
Look at that golden thing! It must be one of those fragments Vichama mentioned. Let's get closer!
Fearless.
Whoa, monsters incoming! Watch out, everyone!
Swift and merciful.
Merciless. Into the void.
How much longer, Bichama?
Not long! We're getting close!
Merciless. Vichama!
Quick! Take it! I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malco. Just a little longer.
Something's not right. The power of the
The abyss is corroding his body. Vichama,
I should have died 5 years ago. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there. Thank you.
Whoa, watch out! The power of the abyss is strong.
this power.
Hanging in there?
Malco. No! Why can't I find him? What?
We can't wait any longer. Pull him away from the stone.
I already tried, but the power of the abyss has him in a chokehold. It's like he's tied to the stone with an invisible rope.
In that case, we have no choice. I'm sorry, St. Molly. Get back!
Chaska, wait! Ouch! What happened just now? It looked...
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. The only way to stop it was to just... You were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion.
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky we managed to dodge it in time.
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poof. Not everyone has your reflexes, Chaska. We were this close to get...
Okay, I'll be more...
At least Kachina's ancient name is still in one piece. Vichama!
Vichama!
I couldn't find Malco's ancient name. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. From the very beginning, and now... It's too late to say...
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years.
Huh? What's that in your hands, Vichama? It looks like some...
This is...
Hey, Malco.
Not enough to swing a sword, but to say a few last words.
Too bad. No one will get to hear them. I never thought I'd actually die on this mission. Not that I'm afraid to...
Guess I have something to be thankful for then. My parents died a long time ago. Pisak! Always had to beat me at everything, didn't you? Right to the end, you were never one for goodbyes. Maybe you're right. Maybe no one will get to hear our last words. Vichama, don't be sad. Just keep on living. For the both of us.
Was that?
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Of course. Seeing him, hearing his voice again, it'll...
A deeper pain.
Malco was always the type to put on a brave face. But in that memory just now, his hands were shaking. And his smile. For all these years, I regretted not being able to fight alongside him to the end. And now I know, at the end of his life, he was thinking the same thing.
Vichama.
I'm fine. Actually, I heard Chief Wyna wasn't really on board with your plan to go to the Night Kingdom. When you asked for my help, I hesitated too. I knew helping you find your friend's ancient name meant leading you one step, but I also understood why you had to try. Everyone has regrets in life. Once allowed to fester, guilt strips us of our most valuable qualities as warriors. If I could do it all over again, I would have followed Malco to the front lines no matter what. Even with an injured leg, there were still that way. Even if the outcome stayed the same, I still would have fought alongside him to the end. There are critical junctures in life, and if you don't seize the chance to act, there's no going back. That's something I had to learn in hindsight. But you're still at the crossroads of your journey.
Thank you, Vichama. I feel even more determined now. Kachina will come back to us. I'll make sure of it. I promised I would find her, and I intend to keep that promise.
That's good to hear. Strange. My body, it's...
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will fuse itself to your internal organs. Even though the Traveler possesses powers of purification, thanks to him, though, you are only briefly exposed. Slowing your breathing and controlling your emotions should help you keep the symptoms in check. Just speaking from experience.
Anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient name, so we're off to a great start. Let's get Vichama... and apologize for destroying the spirits...
Koichi, are you really gonna just stand there like that?
I think you know exactly what I'm trying to say, Uncle Wina.
Honestly, it's just one thing after another. They're back.
Koichi? What are you...
Don't play dumb with your own sister. My apologies, everyone. I just need to borrow Chaska for a few minutes.
I'll be just a moment.
Who was that?
Koichi, Chaska's younger sister. Although the two aren't actually related by blood, it's kind of a long story. It's not really my story to tell, but I guess it's not a secret. You see, Chaska was actually raised by cuckoo sores. She was afflicted with a rare disease when she was a child and abandoned in the wild as a result. The Abyss found her out there, all on her own, and tried to devour her. But in the end, that strength of will pushed her to survive. But it also planted a seed of conflict within her. Eventually, she was adopted by the cuckoo sores. Wherever they went, she followed, getting into fights right in...
For some reason, Paimon can totally imagine...
Well, when Chaska finally returned to human society, it was Koichi's parents who adopted her. At the time, Chaska still had a habit of getting into fights, so Koichi was always taking her around, apologizing.
I remember those days. One of those fights was definitely with me. But, you know, kids. You're fighting one minute and your friend's the next. Eventually, she found a way to rein in that desire to fight. And now she's who people call to resolve conflicts. She's known as the... It sounds like she still argues with Koichi, though. Don't siblings usually stop fighting when they get old?
That's partly my fault. Koichi asked me to stop Chaska from doing anything dangerous, but you probably know by now, once
Oh, I get it. No wonder you tried to talk us out of going to the Night Kingdom.
I'm all for your adventure. You need to take risks when you're young, because by the time you're my age, you couldn't attempt something like that even if you wanted to. Better try now. Still, I can understand where Koichi's coming from. In the end, nobody wants to sit back and look.
All right, it's just the two of us now. You have 1 minute to explain yourself.
I don't have anything to say. You don't have to approve, but you should know I only do what's necessary.
That attitude is exactly the problem. It's like you don't care. You try to sneak off to the Night Kingdom behind my back and then play it down as if it's just a trip abroad.
Well, technically I am going abroad, right?
Again with the excuses. We agreed, didn't we? There are 4 levels of danger. If it's not something urgent, you can only engage in level 2 danger and below. You can only go up to level 3 if a situation is so dire there's absolutely no alternative. But a trip to the Night Kingdom? If that's not a level 4, I don't know what is. And you were just going to sneak into the place without...
What do you mean, sneak into the place? I always planned on walking in there with my head held high.
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't you? He promised me he'd stop you from doing anything dangerous.
You feel like he went back on his word. What if I told you my mind was made up, and there was nothing he could have done?
Oh, I knew it! So he did try to say something, but you didn't listen.
This is important. If you were in my shoes...
You don't know that? I'm a doctor, and I handle logistics. If you're going to waltz into a dangerous situation where you could lose control at any moment, it's my duty to say something.
All right, whatever.
What do you mean, anything else? Why don't you reflect on what you've done and...
Time out. Is this one of our normal arguments?
Chaska, does it sound like I'm joking?
Then... you need to know something. What happened to Kachina was partially my fault. I can't leave her...
But the person you become when you lose control, that's also not...
That's a different issue. You said it yourself. A person is only as good as their morals. If I want to live in Natlan...
I've also told you that managing your condition is equally important.
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. All right, let's stop this here. If we keep going, I might actually have to get serious. And I think Wina prefers his roof attached to it.
Is that a threat? That sounds like a threat.
Koichi!
So, you're really going to go, no matter...
Then support me.
So, that's it.
Something you wanted to say?
I know you aren't
Really?
You know, I said that very thing to Koichi not too long ago, and she reacted the exact same way, down to the very tone of voice. It's not my place to get involved, but I will say this. Try to...
Thank you.
Anytime. According to Kinich, it's an important ceremonial artifact, so it'd be safer to keep it with me.
If only Tone Gift Bard was here, he could have repaired it to...
The Spirit Speaker Stone might be...
Huh? I see. Sounds like it was an urgent situation. Still, Seatlale's going to be a nightmare to deal with now that you've Stay safe out there in the night.
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient...
Well, it's fairly complicated. Let me give you the condensed version.
The Fatui again? We can't go anywhere without them causing trouble.
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take it?
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else can know, or we're asked. Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but I won't lie to you. With multiple factions closing in, there's nothing comforting about the situation we're facing. Still, All you need to do is focus on your goal.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help you.
There's no need to be so modest, Yan-san. Your incredible strength has long been a well-known fact. You're the pride of your tribe.
Archon, I'm sorry about before. You have so much on your plate.
You have nothing to be sorry about. We all get overwhelmed by our emotions, myself included. Well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that a
Good eye. This is where I store all the...
Whoa. I've never seen this place before.
It looks like there are items from every tribe.
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. In Natlan, everyone grows up listening to the story, and physical items do a far better job of... Now, I still have some preparations to make for the ceremony. So if you're curious about an item, I'm more than willing...
All right, we'll have a look. This is Atea's talisman.
I'm sure you're familiar with this one already. Atea was rarely ever without it. The talisman... The powder still needs some time to settle, so let's wait a little longer. Well, what do you think of my collection?
Yeah, if each item represents a different story, seems like Natlan's really been through a lot. Does every item hold a special memory, just like Atea's talisman?
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve a similar purpose to the ancient names passed down among the tribes. They demonstrate the true shape of time.
The shape of time?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. But there's also a different theory, one that I believe to be closer to the truth. Namely, that the past, present, and future all exist at once.
At once? Paimon's not sure she understands.
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience in each nation, which one would you say was exactly, even at the end of your journey, the things you experienced along the way don't cease to exist? Take out a portion of that journey, and you would likely make very different decisions, and eventually arrive. The future is the same way. It exists even though it has yet to come to pass. Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the future. They simply call it by a different name. Fate.
That does kinda make sense.
Humanity excels at living in the present, but too often we forget the past. While the pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars lead us to a better future, only by uniting the people of Natlan across countless eras to come up with such a set of rules. The first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight I can only imagine. That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power. After he ascended to the divine throne, he used it to borrow power from the heavens, and namely a framework through which ordinary people can ascend to Archonhood. By holding the pilgrimage, we're able to determine the strong. In addition, the sacred flame will grant them significant knowledge and memory of this land. After all, that's how I came to know everything I just told you.
So, it all comes down to the power of the divine throne? Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes, that's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little... I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned a famous artist to...
Your sister is so cute! Paimon was having a hard time thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but it really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before.
A little late for that question, don't...
Sorry! Paimon's so sorry! Paimon's
It's all right. No matter what others may say, my past is a precious part of my identity. I'm forever proud of the life I used to lead. Becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. The position just comes with a lot of... My father made the most delicious stew, so my sister would often bring me a large... One time, we didn't close the door securely, and the sword... My sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going for the meat. I still remember the way they laid there, sulking like a pair of...
Wow.
Isn't that what being a family is all about? As the Archon, I made a vow to defend this nation, and...
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister...
I believe she ended up working as an architect and artist. She built many houses and... Anyway, that's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin. Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin. Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, so too shall our stories remain its ancient name. Take us to your fated bearer.
Am I hallucinating again?
Kachina!
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I?
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us. We're trying to...
Everyone, you have to listen to me. I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. I was waiting for the Y-Up to send me back, but then this really strong monster came. The Y-Up saved me, even though its power is weakening. So I've been hiding from the monsters while the Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing these awful sounds.
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying to strip you. All you need to do is stay safe and wait for us.
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to talk to you guys. I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind. Just knowing you care is... I'll find a way back. You don't have to put yourselves in danger.
You're always like this, Kachina. Now's not the time to act tough. I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right now. You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of Natlan. All you need...
I'm really scared. Everything's so dark and creepy still. I don't want you to
All you need to do is place your trust in us. Just like no one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind.
Yeah, we're so close. We can't call it quits now. Thank you. Be careful.
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. This entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal invasion. Even a brief amount of time...
I know. I'm prepared for that possibility.
All right. Then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with abyssal... That face you just made. Don't tell me...
No, I just... feel bad.
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people...
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support. But Eon-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle...
That won't happen.
I hope not.
be epic. Off we go. Now that's what I call treasure.
Strike a pose!
No need to fret.
So we're underneath Natland right now? It looks nothing like Paimon was imagining.
That's because in the distant past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced civilization ruled by dragons. Humans only established their own society after the fall of...
So these are Saurian ruins? Wait, you mean like the elemental sovereigns? They had their...
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived until now, so no one really knows what these ruins have been abandoned for a long time. But with the recent increase in Abyss activity, the installations around here have somehow been activated again.
So what you're saying is, we're not in for an easy trip.
No, it's going to be obstacle...
Why are you all laughing like that?
It's the pre-adventure excitement kicking in.
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Then let's go. We won't let anything stand in our...
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning.
Well, that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional guidance for many of Natland's popular sports. And I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well.
Ah, so basically no sugar, no soft drinks, no grilled meat.
Yeah, we'll be here all day if you list them out one by one. It's my...
Those guys look familiar.
We've fought them before. Let's go. Show no mercy. Blade Bear. One with my blade.
Overruled. Everlasting as the moon. Blade Bear.
Swift and merciful.
Whoa, the place we need to go seems really high up.
Forth, my blade. Laid bare. This is where you fall. Overruled. A touch of frost.
Hey!
Laid bare. Transfixed. Curb your fury. One with
The show begins!
everlasting as the moon. Overruled. Spirit blade. Attack.
This is the final stretch. We just need to climb up, and we'll be there. Nothing to it.
Easy for you to say.
This must be the entrance the Pyro Archon told us about.
Yes. There's something in the depths of this place that.
We actually have to go in? Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up. Don't. Hey! You don't have to drag Paimon! You're pulling too hard!
Looks like we made it. This is the Night Kingdom.
It looks so different from what I imagined in the story.
That overflow of energy is probably what trapped Kachina here in the first place.
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer applies.
Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out.
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from that fissure in the sky.
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there? Oh,
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. We fell all this way, yet came out complete. If this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance. But here, all we have to do is stand underneath the light and offer a prayer.
That's it? Right. We still got a job to do.
So that means all we need to do is find Kachina and bring her to this location.
Exactly. This light is streaming in from the real world.
The terrain looks difficult to navigate, and the visibility's not great either.
Yeah, these floating black things don't look super friendly either.
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Ghost! A talking ghost!
Calm down, I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right? Yes, I'm Vichama's friend, Malko. I was completely lost to this realm until I sensed a It's like it was seeking me out, attempting to reassemble the pieces of who I used to be. Of course, I'm sorry I can only appear before you in this imperfect form.
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit Speaker's stone hadn't become corrupted by the Abyss, but we had to destroy it. Otherwise, Vichama and his tribe would have been in—
Of course. Thank you for protecting him. I never imagined that. Under the power of the stone, it felt like our souls were connected. Turns out even our regrets were exactly the same.
Whether in triumph or death, you want your best friend.
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us, but it's not too late for you. You're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes, right? She's being chased by— I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form, so follow me. Be careful. This place has been severely corrupted.
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Ouch!
Quick, get back here. You can't go wandering off. Stick close to me. My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being. We won't be able to keep this up. Let's try another route. This way.
May I present—
Not good. More monsters.
We shouldn't waste our time on them.
Oh, Paimon can't see anything!
It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
Did you hear that?
What?
Never mind. It was—
Don't scare
I heard it too. It was a voice from the abyss.
What did it say?
Doesn't matter. It certainly doesn't harbor good in.
Paimon just heard it too! Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place!
We're here, Kachina! Oh, honey?
Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these monsters.
Good idea. Let's go!
May I present?
You're here! You're finally here! Thank you so much! That monster can appear from anywhere! The YF's power helped keep me hidden, so I just tried to...
Atta girl. You did so well.
Should we start heading back then?
Actually, I have a request. I can't exactly put it into words, but something's... That was the Pyro Archon's theory as well. Everything we...
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles representing the Wyab of each tribe. You can think of them like the body of each Wyab. Additional totem poles, like the ones around here, serve as proxies to which the Wyab can extend their consciousness. There are countless proxies scattered around the Night Kingdom. Through them, the Wyab can extend their consciousness over the entire realm and track down souls no matter where they roam. But if a proxy were to become severely contaminated, then a soul could become lost within the Night Kingdom.
Judging by the current situation, I don't think we're dealing with just one contaminated proxy. Even if we could drive back the abyssal power from one of them, that Still, we can't just leave the Wyab to suffer. It's protected me this whole...
I agree. We might even manage to draw out the monster that's been... Getting rid of the monster might slow down the deterioration of...
Kachina? What's... Nothing. Just a headache.
Maybe we really should leave. Kachina's already been here.
No, I'm fine. Just up ahead.
Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you. You don't have anything to prove either. It's okay.
All right. The sooner we get
We've already come all this way.
Let's go.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself?
It's all right. I may not be as strong as that monster, but I'm definitely more familiar with the... I don't have much time left. If you're anything like my friend, I'm sure you're not particularly fond of goodbyes. So go. Achieve your goal. And return to the world where you belong.
Thank you for everything.
You're a true hero.
No one fights alone.
Does your head still hurt? Let me help you walk.
I'm fine. I'm fine. You should know I'm made of stronger stuff than that.
Fearless.
How brilliant!
Wyab?
were right. The contamination is already too severe. It's preventing the Waya. Alright, get ready, everyone. Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place.
Careful. We've got company.
Already?
You really think that puny soul could slow me down? Courage in the face of... He tried to get in my way. He would have dispersed with or without me. Rather, you may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but underestimate me now, and it will be... No. The power of the Abyss is intoxicating. The destruction it seeks captivates. I thought this naive little girl was an exception, but it turns out that is the tragedy of your short lives. Ancient names, pride, friendship. The Pyro Archon created those grandiose ideals out of pure self. Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina...
Kachina, give me your hand. Feel that?
Thanks, Moalani. Because I'm not alone.
You're right. Maybe comforting ideal, but you also couldn't be more wrong. You've never had to work for your own strength, so you will never understand the truth.
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back down? The power lies not in the ideal, but in our commitment to upholding that ideal, and in our decision to stand together and fuck.
Well said!
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than two of us to handle an enemy like this.
Sorry in advance, but you...
There aren't many in Natlan who can...
Carving
Check this out! That's the launch! Get back!
Here goes!
Of the future?
Let's ride! We won! We actually won!
That's what he gets for under...
Fantastic work, Kachina! Absolutely, this makes me so...
I'm happy too, Moalani. Together we really are unstoppable!
Huh? My ancient name is... glowing? But I thought I didn't bring it with me!
It's probably a projection from the real world. But that doesn't explain why it's...
Wait, does that mean you're...
That was a bold move. Diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend. Especially in a place so overrun with... Still, seeing you, everything you said was exactly right. As isolated individuals, we stand... It took years' worth of scars, and lots of unnecessary suffering. The Pyro Archon's plan will unite us as one. Only then will we have the power to... Tupac, a warrior from the people of the Springs.
I've heard that name before. You were the giant who saved all of Nat...
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name, that means you have, under the name Umoja, you shall unite the tribes and save...
Me?
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of its blaze will become one with the even amid everlasting darkness. Our bonds remain eternal.
What's wrong, Moalani?
My brain was just flooded with everything he wants. So that's what happened.
What do you mean? Did you just figure something out?
500 years ago, they foresaw the very crisis we're facing now. Efforts to save Natlan started all the way back then.
We can go over the details once we get back. We shouldn't linger here longer than we have to. I know bits and pieces, but I had no idea Mualani was also part of the plan.
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of explaining. Let's focus on saving the Wyatt first. Okay, that should be enough. Wyatt.
I hear your voice, Kachina. My dear child.
Great. Well then, I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye. I just wanted to make sure you were okay before we leave, but we can't afford to stay here any longer. I was going to ask why you bestowed an ancient name upon someone like me, but it's okay. I'll keep searching within myself for the answer. I'll never
You are already an outstanding child in my eyes, Kachina.
Huh?
You are all my most beloved children. It has always been my honor. Your ancient name is just that, a name. Much like your parents chose to name you Kachina, I also gave you a name, but it need not define you. Focus on who you want to be. You are already worthy of your name. The story of your ancient name is for you to continue. Just like your parent. It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move another step towards completion. But it's time for you to leave this place. Go now, my children.
I know we've never met before, Wyatt, but I just thank you for encouraging Kachina.
Whoa! What's going on? Enter?
We're out of time. It's the power of the Abyss. Quick, we need...
It's a Seelie! The Seelie opened the way for us!
Or we'll be stuck here! Watch out for the falling rocks! Quick, through the middle! Come on, faster!
We'll never make it!
You've done well. Now come home.
We're back! The Pyro Archon's...
But she's not here. Yeah, didn't she?
She's still in the speaker's chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom was...
So you're saying her...
Every great display of power.
You must feel terrible, Kachina. Let's get back to the stadium.
I recommend getting a full checkup.
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler? Right. You always seem to do pretty well against the...
Let's get going. We need to share what we learned in the Night Kingdom as well.
Right. The Wyatt mentioned something about the Pyro Archons.
I'll let her explain everything. We're all a part of the plan now. Every move we make from here on out will decide...
This is where you fall.
Huh. There's a lot less stuff here than before.
It's good to see you all here in one piece. I know you must have a lot of questions, but let Koichi check you over first.
Thank goodness you made it back. I came here as soon as... Take a seat, everybody. All right, that should do it for now. But I have to say, though, I've never seen anyone react to the Abyss like you, Traveler. It's like...
He always has been special like that. He can even purify its power. Wait, now that you mention it, Paimon doesn't think she's affected.
Given the current situation, that ability will likely play a great role.
Of course. I still have patience to see...
Thank you, Koichi.
All right. We might not see eye, just give it time.
Yeah.
All right. There's so much to discuss, I don't even know where to begin. I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of destruction. It's very possible our nation has less than a year before total devastation.
Huh?
No.
That's right. But I've only ever disclosed that fact to the handful of people working with me to save this Our looming destruction is not a recent development, but the inevitable conclusion of the disaster the Abyss initiated 500 years ago.
Mulan told us a little bit about that.
500 years ago, all the nations of Teyvat were invaded by the Abyss. Unlike the other nations, Natlan never had stable and deep-rooted ley lines, so we suffered. The battle against the Abyss was exceedingly long and brutal. In the end, even then, it took centuries of solving the disasters caused by the Abyss to finally... And still, this is but a superficial victory. The forces of the Abyss have merely been driven back underground.
I'd never have guessed.
The problems plaguing the Night Kingdom are all the more complicated because that realm is essentially functioning as Natlan's ley lines. Immediately after the war, our calculations estimated that we would have a maximum of 500, but at that time, we were a nation of the destitute. Our people no longer believed in Our civilization was dying, our faith crumbling, and if we didn't bring the nation back together... So, the Archon had a long and involved discussion with the heroes of each tribe, and finally came up with a 500-year-long...
So that's what happened. After finding Kachina, I encountered a strange figure who gave me a series of new memories. Since the plan was mentioned in those memories, I guess I've been... But there's still something I don't understand. those memories showed me the
Huh? But that doesn't make any sense! The Pyro Archon is supposed to be human!
That's right. The hardest thing for humans to overcome has always been time. Or rather, the natural limit. A god can extend a human's life by using a certain amount of divine power. But, as we all know, Natlan doesn't have gods like that. A human life is like a flame destined to be extinguished. 500 years. Only by dying before my time could I have the chance to wake up again.
So, in other words, this is your second?
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss all those years ago. If the Natlan of the future was to have a fighting chance, the Pyro Archons that came after the war had to rebuild the decimated tribes. The goal was to reunite the people and restore the strength of each. Once a tribe was back to its full strength, the tribe's Wyab would select a hero, indicating the tribe was the chosen would then stand by my side in defense of our nation, just like great heroes of old 500 years ago.
So that means I'm one of the chosen?
That's right. You bear the ancient name Umoja, the same one held by the hero from your tribe 500 years ago. It means after your adventure in the Night Kingdom, I trust you've come to fully understand.
So in other words, you always knew who the Wyab were going to pick from each tribe?
Yes. According to the plan, each tribe was supposed to have been fully restored by the time I awoke. But something went wrong along the way. The 6 heroes successfully inherited the ancient names from 500 years ago, but the intel regarding the plan wasn't once again, it comes down to the deterioration of the Night Kingdom. Communication between the sacred...
Just like how the Ode of Resurrection failed to bring Kachina...
Exactly. It's just another tactic the Abyss is using against us. The Abyss may not possess intelligence, but if we want to unblock that information from being passed on, my presence alone isn't enough. The ancient name-bearer must establish a greater connect. So, I've tried my best to help them from the sidelines. Currently, Shilonin of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansang of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names. During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wyab Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored within your name.
But we have less than a year!
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until all the heroes have been gathered. That's also why I haven't been able to take action despite the...
But if you knew this whole time, why didn't you just tell me about my role in all this?
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true. Knowing your destiny too, or just like your determination to save Kachina, I hope your commitment to this...
So I suppose you're not going to tell us who the final 2 heroes...
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will only hinder their development. I can only trust in the judgment of... I have never believed I could solve this crisis alone. In fact, it was precisely because I chose to trust, and Natlan's salvation lies not in its Archon or any singular individual, but in us all. You're quite perceptive, aren't you? I thought I might get a...
Huh? Oh, right! All of the stuff you stored...
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency plan to... After all, I was the one who allowed you to take that risk. And Mualani, in addition to their sentimental value, the items I stored here held a much more important...
Fuel?
Yes. The stories embodied by those items are certainly important. But there's an even more significant trait they all share. Every item, over time, they became imbued with a certain amount of contending fire from being carried, and on their own, each item's power is limited. But together, their combined effect can prove quite useful. By burning those items, I was able to activate the contending fire stored within them to... It was a rather crude approach, so all their power was depleted in an instant.
But weren't they all precious treasures?
That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter what, I never...
You have nothing to be sorry for. You all deserve my thanks, actually. If you hadn't saved the totem pole, that area of the Night Kingdom would have been forever. And then, it would only be a matter of time before the Children of Echoes was met. Besides, when those heroes entrusted their belongings to me, or the Pyro Archon of their time, it was out of a desire to contribute to Natlan's survival. If they knew those items helped save the present-day heroes of Natlan, they would not mourn their loss.
Even when you put it that way, I still feel bad.
There's no need. The people and the events of the past are never truly lost to us. If you still have regrets, let them fuel your resolve, and your deeds will become new legends and nurture new.
Well,
Now that Kachina has returned, we can finally hold the victory feast, and we could all use the rest, that's for sure. Plus, you'll be.
Still, now that I'm.
Try not to let it get to you. It's important to stay. All right. You should head out.
When I was young, I used to sit by the hot springs and listen to They attract people from all walks of life. Friends come. The people of the springs have never claimed the hot springs as their own private property. They're there to bring. It's been really nice seeing the children of my tribe get older. It's helped me I've witnessed their energy, their determination, even when they cause trouble. I never managed to hold on to. I'm certain Mualani will become a great warrior when she grows up. She possessed. One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children. So you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our tribes stand divided, and yet you promise victory in the distant future. The Abyss is a cunning enemy, one that I faced in battle many times. Were that not my rage, will never know absolution. Then why? But you came to me because you knew you could convince me. I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to earn us the victory we. Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way. For Natlan.
So, you're gonna head 500 years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon again? But what about the you from right now?
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. The decision is hers to make, and she deserves our support. We will do everything we can to rebuild the tribe, even across time. We will all do.
Yeah, Mom's right. We'll all. Seriously though? Dad should be here.
I imagine he didn't know what to say, so he chose not to come at all. Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about me.
that's your decision, and you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Natlan!
No one fights alone.
The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us the strength.
War forged the 6 tribes.
Who will be the one?
We are the inheritors, those who grew alongside, those who forged our own destiny. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
You here for the victory feast too?
Oh, no. I knew Chaska would be here, so I just came. No, it's not that I don't want to celebrate Kachina and the other.
Ah, well, you two had a fight, so Paimon...
She didn't cause any trouble during...
Yeah, she was super helpful. She gave us a lot of useful...
That's good.
Is there a reason you asked? You were pretty...
Maybe it seemed unreasonable, picking that fight with her. Her impulse to fight is extremely strong. Her mental strength helps her rein it in, but she still loses control.
So what you're saying is...
Okay, so maybe it sounds a little stupid, but it works. Anyway, I'm just glad you were able to make it back.
What? Do you really have to go
No way. Chaska never opens up about her own pain, especially to her family. I appreciate the understanding. Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
Huh. Who would have thought there was a deeper reason behind their argument? In the end, it's all the Abyss's fault. Huh?
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
Woohoo! Well done. Thank you.
I always knew you could do it, with so much potential.
You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were the first person to abandon your team. I'll be deep.
I had no choice. My friend invited me. I couldn't just...
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get ahead in the first round?
I wasn't, I swear. I just happened to find that bearer injured in the wild. So I stopped to bandage his when he insisted on repaying the favor. What was I supposed to do? I'm just one person. I figured Kachina would have no trouble
But the fact of the matter is that after your departure, everyone else started thinking about swapping teams too.
I'm really sorry, Kachina. It was wrong of us to abandon you like that.
It's amazing that you still made it all the way through to the Night Warden Wars.
So, what about you guys? Did you make it far?
Our team captain drank too much the night before the competition and turned up late to the stadium on the day.
Serves you all.
All right. There's no need to be like that. Dear friends, firstly, I'm grateful to my friends and our great Archon for helping to bring me back. This traveler and his companion Paimon are some of the strongest people I've ever met. If they were allowed to participate in the pilgrimage, I have no doubt they've agreed to let me learn from them. With their help, and let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Ayan-san. They all helped they too deserve to be called our heroes. So...
Well said!
I'll drink to that. How does it... To be honest, it's a bit overwhelming. It all just feels so surreal. Well, you better get used to it. Next up, undefeated champion! Hey, please don't make fun of me.
Ah, you're here. Have some fruit juice. I got it specially for you two.
How did you know? That's Paimon's favorite!
You look like you've still got questions. Ask away. Because they had their own lives to live. The thought of telling them, abandon your families and everyone you love, and come with me to the end of time. For in 500 years now, you could just as easily point out that everything in this world would come to an end eventually. But imagine if I said, let's leave right now and go save the sun because it'll flame out in a few million years. It would sound quite ridiculous. I couldn't make them shoulder that burden with me. Besides, every generation will have its heroes, this one included. Of course, without me. But since I was the one who came up with the plan, I felt duty-bound to see it through to the end.
Paimon's suddenly remembering that portrait in your room. Was that your family from back then?
Yes, it was. So when you asked me who my sister grew up to be, the truth is that from what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude with a reasonable degree of confidence that she ended up as an architect and artist. She played an instrumental role in rebuilding the scions of the Canopy tribe, designing and building many houses. But of course, still, it was an impressive achievement, and I'm very proud of her. You feel loss keenly. It seems to stir up feelings of regret in you. This is a war, and there can be no war without loss. I am already far more fortunate than those who lost their lives to the Abyss. The people of Natlan look to me as their Archon, and the weight of their expectations is mine to bear. I must see our fate through to the very end, no matter what I may find there.
Yeah, doesn't that mean the way everything ends has already been written?
I suppose, but so what? Don't forget, time takes many forms. The past, present, and future coexist, and all are equally important. Even if the future ends in destruction, there's still no reason to give up on the here and now. And it's precisely because we humans cannot know our fate that we will never give up on our struggle. This is a pivotal moment. We are still 2 heroes short. Well, 3 to be precise. There's one further hero who I'm hoping to get on my side. Whatever it takes. Your resistance to the corrupting power of the Abyss is truly remarkable. If you agree to join us, you will not only gain my full support in your journey, but I will also forge a brand
ancient name.
They can. Several strict conditions must be met, but if they couldn't be forged at all, then the number of them in circulation would have long dwindled. Possessing an ancient name would mean that your adventures in Natlan are recorded in full. Your story, the Ode of Resurrection, may have temporarily lost its power, but still, take this as my personal guarantee that I shall never let you fall. Just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you. That is a promise I will fulfill at all costs.
Yeah, we can't just ignore the—
Wonderful. Then I'll reach out to Shilonen right away. She's the one who will forge the name. We've never forged an ancient name for an Outlander before.
My lord, we've received word that the Pyro Archon has lost much of her power. Although your injury complicates things, this is most certainly the
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. I have never taken advantage of an opponent in a time of weakness. And as for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply... You don't have much time. And You're injured.
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out. You heard something from here, didn't you?
From whence you came!
Merciless. Ad Astra Abyssal. Thank you for completing today.
Transfixed! Fearless!
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
Witness my rise. Transfixed. Pitiful. My turn. This is where you fall. Merciless. Go on. Laid bare. My turn. Witness my rise. Transfixed! Laid bare.
Swift and merciful.
everlasting as the moon!
A touch of frost.
Overruled!
One with my blade. I hear children singing. Swift and merciful. Submit for judgment.
Transfixed. Laid bare. This is where you
blade!
The show begins!
Transfixed! Pitiful! Go on! Witness my rise! Overruled! Spirit Blade! Attack! Laid bare. A touch of frost. This spells the end of the exorcist. This shall not be my fate.
May I present?
The hearth is now extinguished.
May I present?
That's more like it.
Merciless. Into the void.
Annihilate.
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.